Hey everyone, welcome to the Chris Carver channel. Okay, I just did a video on Horace, who resides behind me, my flower horn. And I'm going to do my 125 aquarium because so much has changed in this aquarium since a few months ago when I did my last video. And so I'll get a little updated here. First of all, we got the long-finned albino Oscar here, Boris. That's him in there. The Manigansy here. I got a regular Texas Cichlid here, got a lot bigger. One of the two Jack Dempseys, actually they're both right there. The red Texas right here, which has changed something fierce. The Firemouth, which he hasn't grown in like 6 months. He stays pretty small. Everybody else has been growing. And there's the catfish that are here and there. And a couple convicts, which are somewhere. Oh, there's black convict there. Pink male convict right there. Okay, well, the fish that I thought has changed dramatically is the red Texas. Now, when I got this little guy right here, he wasn't like a regular Texas like this. He was just darker. Those little dark patches here around him, that's the color he was. And over time, got out of that glare, over time he started getting these little red patches here, here, and the red patches just keep spreading. And I'd say about 2 months ago he was black from here up, and the bottom was the red color. So now he's in the phase where he's got a couple blotches left, but he looks absolutely, or she, I don't know how to tell the difference on Texas cichlids, but looks absolutely amazing. Now, at one point I thought those two were hooking up because they were both hanging out of here in this little area. But now it's like, this one is like, yeah, get out of my space. Your space is over there, and I'm gonna stay over here. This is my space. And, oh, another thing I gotta tell you guys, my Auratus right here. Now take a look at this guy. See that big spot on the back? Now I know I've done a video with him in the past with his lump. He doesn't like showing it. I think he's embarrassed. But that lump on the side of him. This fish is like 5 years old maybe. And that lump has continuously got bigger and bigger and bigger. And yet he is still the most aggressive thing in this aquarium. It has not done anything to him except looking awkward. And he eats more than anybody. Well, not really. Not saying any names, Boris. But just look at the size of this knot. I never thought he'd last this long, but he is the oldest thing in this aquarium. And he just keeps beating everybody up, telling them what time it is. But I think it's interesting to see that this fish can have this abnormality and still rule an aquarium full of highly aggressive fish. But yeah, he's still one of my favorites. Not because he's got the lump, but because he's probably the oldest one in here besides the catfish. He might be as old as the catfish. But yeah, he's like 5 years old. And I'm waiting for a second Auratus to pop out of that thing one day. And it just keeps getting bigger. Last year at this time, last January, it was a good sized knot, but nothing like that. That is just massive. And the Firemouth, he's probably the smallest fish I got in here, and he's over a year old. And yeah, and Boris here, he just continues to grow. Jack Dempseys, love them. Gotta love Jack Dempseys. I tried to get an electric blue Jack Dempsey in here, but the only ones that they sell at the fish store are super, super small, like the size of a nickel. And you just can't grow them up from that size. I can't find anything this size already. But this is these guys' house, so I really can't put anything else in there at this point because they're all grown up. And anybody who's had cichlids know the best way to do that is to get them all small and let them grow up together. That way they kind of understand each other and they can coincide with each other. But anyways, this is the 125. This is how everybody is right now. This one right here is typically the most active one in here, so I don't know if these guys had a little fight or something or what's going on, but in fact, I'll do a little feeding. We'll get some feeding going here. Same pellets I feed Horace behind me. Oh my goodness. Way to go. It's so cool because if you have a big fish like this, you could actually hear their crunching. You could hear these things in their mouth crunching through the glass. It's pretty neat. All right, guys. Well, there's an update on my 125. Hope you enjoyed it. Any comments or questions, just post down below. I'll get back with you, hopefully. And if you need me to do a video on something else, let me know. And I'm in the video making mood again. So make sure you give me a like and subscribe if you haven't. And pass this around to your friends if you haven't already. And hopefully next time I do this video, hopefully the little AURATUS will still be here. Okay guys, take it easy and we will see you next time.